in the cup. I cook it for 8 hours in the crock pot. And then this morning I take it out and take all the
Pull it
bone
apart.
and then take the excess fat.
Now, did you do the pork tenderloin, or what part did you do?
pork butt?
Pork butt.
Yes. And then just let it cook back with the barbecue sauce on it for another 2 hours. So it marinates through good.
Made it real tender.
And I just... Okay, today we're going to make some barbecue. In London I'd never had barbecue, or in the south of France, but since living over here for 50 years I have come to really enjoy barbecue, and I love to have it to serve to friends and to groups. But I like to make my own, and I have went to a couple of specialties, people that made barbecue and learned how to do it. Now, everyone has a different method and all. I'm living in a house, not where I've got big grills and smokers and all that to burn up the house with. So I've made mine more simplified. I use a crock pot. And what we do is we start off with the Boston butt, just a nice piece of meat. However, like all meats, this comes with a heavy layer of fat on the bottom. So I normally just take the bottom with a sharp knife, and be very careful with it, and eliminate this fat. Go ahead. Okay, so we keep on cutting, and almost there now. Well, that was a good bit of fat off there. I love barbecue, but I am not wild about eating fat, and at my age I don't really need it to add to my figure. Like most people, we do gain weight as we get older, it seems like. Anyway, so there it is. Most of the worst part of the fat is off. The rest of this will come off as it is cooking. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a rub on it. I make up my own rub of what I like to use to go with it. Most people do, and if not, you can buy a rub. But it's so easy to make. And it takes very few minutes of adding your ingredients together. So, we're going to start right here. Oh, here's another piece. Just get this off. Now the rest of the fat will come off it after it is cooked, and you will see as we go on with the procedure. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, here's the rub, and I'm going to put this on and just kind of smooth it over easily and just pat it in. This is important to use with it. And now what I cook in it with this is going to cook for about 8 hours. Now what I cook it on is I let it come to a real hot in the crock pot for about 3 hours, and then I cut it down to medium and I leave it on for 8 hours to finish cooking. It needs to cook slow, and that way you get all the good flavors in it. Now let me turn it over. And put the rub on this other side now. I use a liquid sauce. You buy them. There are so many wonderful barbecue sauces out, and everybody, I'm sure, has their own preferences, the ones they like. I have found the one that I've enjoyed the most. I serve this a lot for duplicate bridge groups, when we have luncheons, potlucks, and I bring the barbecue in, and we're serving probably anything between 40 to 60 people with it. And I don't spice it too hot because of being a lot of older people who can't take the hot seasoning. However, you can always add heat to it for those of you that want it hotter than what it is right now. I'm going to place this into the crock pot, and then And now I'm adding, of course, the sassy spice. I didn't have it in the rub. I'm adding it separately to go on the top of it. When I turn it after 3 hours and cut it down the heat, I will then turn it also at the same time, and then we'll add the sassy spice to the other side. Thank you. This is a little thick because it's been refrigerated. Now we're going to let this cook for 8 hours. After 3 hours we cut down, as I said, we cut down the heat to medium. Then once it's cooked, we're going to take it out, and I'm going to put it into a big pan, and I'm going to take out all the bone and any muscle and any excess fat. And then we will fork it. I do not use the same juices again. I will then use a barbecue sauce, and we will put it back in the crock pot and then cook it for another 2 hours on low with the sauce, so the actual sauce will flavor through into all of the barbecue. And then we'll show you how we serve it. I'm making some coleslaw to go with the barbecue. I like to serve it on top of the barbecue sandwich. It's crunchy, and it just makes for a nice taste and finish. I use more of the green cabbage shredded, or the angel hair. To that, I add half a red onion. See, I have taken half a bell pepper and julienned it, and now I'm taking a Granny Smith apple and doing the same. Very, very thin slices. Some of Yvonne's sassy spice, some celery seeds, and then I love to use this champagne dressing to go on it. It makes it very crisp and fresh. Hours of making the barbecue. Here's some friends to enjoy me with it on the patio. Here's to you. And I hope you will enjoy it as much as we will.
Cheers.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to pass these around.
Honey, I don't think a barbecue's a barbecue without coleslaw.
And country music.
Country music. Now, if we had some country music playing right now, we'd be in business.